guys, it's Tony. I'm here at TubeFi Studios. We're doing another BT IndieCast episode. I think we're up to episode 15. Don't hold me to that. I'm here in the studio with Kudzu Killers. They've got a new EP coming out soon. There's already a video out and a single. You guys need to check it out. We're here talking to these guys, finding out what's going on with the Kudzu Killers. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Doing well.
Well, good. First off, I want to jump back just a little bit and ask how you got the name Kudzu Killers. I have a theory.
Let's hear your theory first, because these are always interesting.
I feel like one or more of you guys in the band was working for like Asplin or something, killing Kudzu. And we're like, man, we need to start a band. Okay.
Well, I really wish that there was a cooler story than what I'm about to tell you. But honestly, when we started, and it started with myself and my dad, and we were just looking for a name for the band, and my brother just said, hey, how about Kudzu Killers? And we were like, okay,
so
let's
there's
do that.
Literally nothing behind it.
There's no story behind it. I really wish there was. We might use your story that you just said, your theory. We might use that.
I could just see two guys on a hillside, with weed eaters or whatever. I'm like, man, if we ever start a band, we're gonna be the Kudzu Killers.
Yeah, it's a unique name, and it's gotten us some questions before, but there's really no story behind it. I wish there was.
I'll tell you this. I was in my Sunday school class one time, and this lady that was in the Sunday school class with me looked over and she said, Tyler, I saw you on the internet. Talking about Facebook. So I saw you on the internet, and your picture was on a Facebook page, and it was called the Kudzu Killers. Are you in some kind of like landscaping business or something? And I said, no, I'm actually in a rock band. And that got me a few weird looks in the Sunday school.
Hey, that works. I mean, there's no logic to band names usually anyway. No. I mean, yeah, there's none. When I was a kid, me and a buddy of mine, we always wanted to have a band. We wanted to call it Velvet Jesus. And I don't know why, but I think we saw one of those velvet pictures on the wall one day, and we're like, Velvet Jesus, that'd be awesome.
Two good things.
I'm still holding on. It's still in my back pocket. I might use it one day.
That would be awesome.
I love it.
So there's more of you than just the three. This is a fairly large band, right? 5, 6
Yeah,
piece?
we're on the larger side.
That's cool.
You can take this one.
Yeah, we're a 6-piece. We've been a 6-piece for a long time. Even through staff changes and stuff, we've always ended up staying a 6-piece. And we've got Loren and I on guitars, and Adam does most of the singing and harmonica and guitar, and then we've got Adam's dad Rick on mandolin, and then a bass player and a drummer. So
lots going on.
Yeah,
I think it's super fun to have a lot of people in a band, but it's also a challenge with just schedule. I always said being in a band is like being married to 4 guys or something, or 6 guys.
Yeah.
Because, there's just schedules to work around. You guys seem to be staying busy and working it out, and no fist fights on stage. And
not on stage.
I used to be in a band with my brother, and there was.
Oh, that's a challenge.
Yeah, there was some. It was close.
Try to be in a band with your father, and you're considered the leader of the band, but he's the guy you answer to. There's been some times that we've been kind of butt heads a little bit, but
that's awesome though. I mean, to be able to share the stage with your dad like that, that's super cool. I mean, I'd love it if me and my son were doing that kind of thing. That'd be neat. I'm sure he's super pumped to be able to
he loves it. I mean, he's getting up there. He's not too far up there, but he's getting up there. And
he will watch this, so
so
maybe not. Maybe
that's why I'm not saying his age. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's not a whole lot of people out there that can say, "Hey,
no,
I'm in a rock band with my dad."
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's super cool.
It is cool. It is cool.
So the EP.
Mm-hmm.
How many songs? I guess there's always a debate on what is an EP.
That's true.
Tyler says it has to be 5.
Okay,
at least 5 in my opinion.
And we have at least 5.
Okay, we have.
They'll be done soon.
So when does it go past an EP into an album?
I think it's 9.
He has specific numbers. What about you?
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think? Doesn't matter.
No, not really.
I've thought about it. Here's my logic about an EP, since we're down that bunny trail, so to speak. I think 4 is okay if the minutes are okay. Like if you have a super long, like if you're a prog band and you've got a 12-minute jam at the end, I think 4 is fine. That's my thought process. Yeah. But there is nothing worse, especially back in the day when people were buying a lot of CDs and you buy a 10-song CD and it's like 31 minutes long. You're like, what in the world? I got ripped,
With the songs we've done, I think are the shortest ones like 4.5 minutes. And then there's one in there that's almost 7.
Yeah.
So they're pretty long because cool. These two, when they get going.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's your thing. It's not like in our world, we're not like, we don't have management and people trying to predict what we need to do or write about or whatever. And I think if you feel it and your song needs to be 4.5 minutes to 7, I mean, my songs are super long, embarrassingly long. So I think, like I said in there a minute ago, life is short, man. Let's just have some fun. Be proud of what you guys put out, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So who's is there a one songwriter kind of scenario, or do you guys just collab on things? Or
well, I think you wrote every song on this album, didn't you?
Yeah, I wrote
EP. Sorry,
yeah,
you wrote every song on this release.
There you go. Devil's in the details.
This is kind of my, I guess, first venture into like actually writing my own stuff. We've been a cover band for a while, a long time. Even when these two guys came in, we were doing the majority of covers. And we still do our favorite covers and stuff, but this is like the first time that I guess I've opened myself up.
Yeah.
Tyler's got his own solo thing he does, and Loren can play anything for anybody, any type of genre and anything.
Right.
So, and Loren writes, we do one of yours every now and then that we do.
I do a little writing too.
So, but yeah, it's, I just put pen to paper, just good old homegrown American handwritten songs.
Yeah.
And, as far as style wise,
I think Adam's songs is like more upbeat, more rock. Mine's always like dark and depressing.
But I love yours though. Like that one.
We can only write
what comes out.
Yeah. Tyler's it's his are very poetic.
I was going to say, Tyler strikes me as the crafter. He's going to be like,
it's
a lot of revision.
Yes.
A lot of revision I go through when I'm writing songs and stuff like that.
I'm like a just kind of straightforward. There's not really a whole lot of stuff to try to figure out. Not very figurative language, nothing like that. It's exactly what I'm trying to say.
For me, I can be like, oh my God, how can I rhyme with whatever word? And I just, whatever comes up, like, okay, that works for this. I'm the worst songwriter. And the thing is too, I feel like unless it's your business, like you are a professional songwriter and you just have that, locked and loaded, you have to have something to say. Sometimes I don't have something to say. I don't have, knock on wood, life is going good or whatever. And I don't have, because, I think most artists tend to write as a release of, most of the time problems, or dark, whatever. Yeah. But it's awesome to have something to say, and it's positive, and it's like happy, and the crowd's going to get involved, and of course we all want that chorus sing along that the crowd will dig into.
Yeah. Right.
Well, tell me about the single. I'm assuming the release that everybody can get, by the way, Spotify, Apple, all that kind of stuff, is also the video.
Yes.
That would be weird if you put out a video that wasn't the single, but
it would be. Yeah.
Video. Well, what's the name of the single?
The name of the song is "I Won't Drown," and I wrote it, and it was. Like most songs, it was about a breakup.
Yes.
So, everybody's got probably half a dozen, if not more, songs about that. And, and you express it differently. Some write, the sad parts about it. Some, write, hey, I'm glad I'm over it,
Yeah.
And that's kind of what this song is about. It's about because it hit me kind of hard.
Right.
It's just saying that, I'm gonna overcome this.
Right. I felt like it was like I'm on my way back. I'm on my way up. It ain't gonna get the best of me.
Right.
It's the song when I was watching the video. That was the vibe. It was just one of those like Oh, it's not over yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's just a song about overcoming, that dark part in your life. And, it takes longer for some, for me, it took a little while. And during that whole time, I mean, I wrote at least 2 songs having to do with that same situation.
Right.
And this one's, I mean, it was fun to record, and it's just a different feeling when it's like your own songs.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, heartfelt never was more true.
Right.
When you're singing something that you've had to persevere or go through or overcome,
And we went down to Gem City Studios, it's down in Jellicoe, Tennessee, with Matt McQueen. I think you're familiar with Matt McQueen. Yeah. Did a great job mixing it. We had a great time recording it. We got back and I was talking to Dakota Saylor. He's a friend of all of ours.
Right.
Tech guy. Likes to do cameras and recordings, and he's an recording artist as well. And he we were just chatting about it. I was like, man, I wish I could get a video for this. And he's like, let's do it. I'm like, you can do that? And he's like, yeah. He said, we can do it. And I was like, well, let's set it up. And we did it. And we had one day, I think, of all the video recordings that we did. And we had to play the song 10, 12 times over and over again. And
right, to get all those angles and get the shots.
Right. But it turned out really good. Dakota did a great job.
Super cool.
Yeah.
The video looks really good. I'm going to geek out for a second, but the color tone of the video is really cool. And lots of times people, indie video making, you can tell like, oh, well, that's that camera now because it doesn't look like the other camera, those kind of things. And I just, as someone that does video, when I watched your guys' video a couple of days ago, and I was like, it's the tone of everything looks very cool, professional. And I mean, you slow somebody down walking a little bit, it's going to look cool.
Yes, yeah.
When you slow motion everybody and the music's blasting, you're like, oh yeah, that's a good look.
Really
that's
cool.
Always cool.
And to Dakota's credit, like we did all that with one just camera you can buy at Walmart. I think it was a Nikon D3500. Set up some iPhones and did one GoPro, and we did all that with just that right there.
Yeah.
And we live in a world, you got to have video, you got to have something visual for people to look at.
Right.
And
the social media world. You gotta
It's changed.
you gotta put a
oh yeah,
video
and the
up.
first, even for booking, the first thing they say is send us links of videos. So do you have a release date for the EP?
It's kind of tentative right now. Yeah, it's we're going to try to get it out before like the middle of the summer. We've got to finish up a couple of the songs.
Oh, okay.
Just some fine tuning some things, but we've got 3 ready to go.
Very cool.
But we got to go and finish up the last 2. Hopefully, get in there sooner than later. But just Matt's booked up because he's great. He does a great job of what he does. So we're trying to get the dates down. We can finish it up. So, but hopefully midsummer.
Right.
Maybe.
So let's touch on this a little bit. This is no surprise in affecting everyone pandemic wise in that whole scenario. Are you guys seeing that more places are receptive to having shows and that kind of thing, and you're ready to go out there and do the thing and it's social distance or however they want to do it? You guys are ready to go out there and play something, right?
What do you think?
Or we've just kind of...
Yeah, I think it's easing up,
Yeah. I think if
we're getting more shows than what we had, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
awful.
Yeah.
2020 was awful.
2020 was awful. That's exactly right. I feel like when things open back up and things change and the governor changes, his kind of the guidelines, and we go from 50 to 65, as that goes, there's going to be this rush of this boom of bands wanting to play.
Everybody's going to want to get out of the house.
Yeah. And so,
festivals or whatever. I think it's going to be booming.
Yeah. And it's actually going to, though, if you wanted to look at it selfishly, maybe it's going to be harder to get gigs because everyone's going to want to play. Granted, I'm sure there was a lot of bands that kind of fizzled out during all this because it's just so hard and they just kind of lost their oomph, And I feel so bad for bands that had a new release or something just signed a deal or a production deal and then it hit. Tyler Booth. He's still, with Sony and that whole thing. But as soon as they made those announcements, the the world stop. You know, and I always think about that Magnolia Boulevard. You know, they had that momentum going.
Same.
So, so it affects us all on different levels. But it's good that you guys not only are doing something positive during all this by putting out a release, getting a video, all that. But it sounds like you guys are ready to get out there as soon as it is appropriate to go play. You guys are ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, we practice about every Sunday. I mean, we've got ourselves a good solid set list ready to go.
Locked and loaded.
We're ready. We're ready to go. I mean, we want to get these new songs out there.
Yeah.
You know, I love the festival circuit. I mean, it's great. You know, it's just for the crowds are always good. And the thing I like the most is the sound's usually provided already. I don't have to set it up.
Oh yeah, festival.
The drum kit's already there.
Right. It's totally overlooked the fast turnaround because everything's already there.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. Festival season. We all as musicians, as artists, we work and we rehearse and we do everything that we can just for those little moments on stage where everybody in the band looks at each other and you got that smile, or you look out in the crowd and they get it for just the one chorus. It's like, all right, I can survive another few months, because it all came together that one time. Try to do it.
It's crazy because we're all musicians in here, and I know I've experienced it, a couple times where, whether you're playing your own stuff or you're covering a song or something like that, just everything's right. And everything sounds good. Everybody's just on point, on beat all the time. You just look around and say, man, I can't believe I'm getting to do this right now. And then to kick it off, it's, the crowd's singing back to you. And they're engaged. So that's
it's funny. That's all we want in life, right? As musicians, we just want those little moments.
Right.
Well, it's really cool that you guys came up here. Speaking of that, where are you guys based out of? I kind of know, but I just want everybody else to know.
We're from Harlan, Kentucky.
Harlan, see, I've got like 4 crazy Harlan never leave alive jokes, but I'm abstaining, trying to keep the dad jokes low. When you guys were coming over, I was like, oh, this will be funny. Then I went, no, it won't be funny. It'll be corny. It's something my dad would say. But anyway, but I appreciate y'all coming over here. It's really cool to see indie bands, local bands, regional bands being having content. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just coming up with something, not just sitting around waiting. It's really disappointing when I hear people say, like they're just so down on everything. And I'm thinking, you could be in the studio, you could be writing, you need to get up every day and try to write something.
Right.
You could be perfecting your craft. And it's really cool to see you guys on social media doing that exact thing. And looking forward to the full EP. 5 songs.
5 songs, at least.
Not
at least 5.
We're holding you to that.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get them out there, guys. Come on.
Or really long. I can do a really long song.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's the caveat. We can have a long song.
Right.
But everybody go check out the Kudzu Killers. I'm sure they're on all the things. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Go check out their single.
I Won't Drown.
I Won't Drown. Go check that out. Check out their video. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. Do all the things that we need to do to support local bands. And it makes a big difference. And it makes everybody feel better. That one little thumbs up can just make it's like, hey, I got a new subscriber today. That's like telling everybody in the band.
The whole day.
Yeah.
You really can.
Up to 47 today, boys.
Oh, man. Well, I appreciate it. You guys stay cool. Keep us informed with everything. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.